So what is get connected? I think we know what it means. Get connected is really connecting the dots so that you've got the relationships working for you. Your relationships working for you. Are they all close relationships? No. Are they relationships of relationships? Yes. So we wrote an entire book about this stage. Get connected. Because this is the secret sauce on the path. It will position you where you need to be and propel you to where you want to be. It's the proximity principle, which says, in order to do what I want to do, I've got to be around people that are doing it and in places where it is happening. So sometimes you may not have a direct connection to a person, but you have a connection to a place. And you get in that place. For me, it was talk radio, sports talk radio. I got in a place, started meeting the right people. And it becomes a cyclical process. And so if you understand the simple formula that the right people plus the right places equals opportunity, you set yourself up for tremendous progress where others struggle to get going or get ahead. Opportunity, in my mind, is not something that we're always kicking the door down. I think that's been romanticized. Are there times we got to kick the door down? Sure, but not as much as you think. I think opportunity comes to you. Knocks on the door. We had a couple calls yesterday. I scared Madison half to death. She didn't know what was happening. She thought it was a minor earthquake. Yeah. So I believe that if you do this right, stage 3, and get connected, you won't be scanning all the time, hustling all the time to just get a chance. No. I think opportunities will find you because you are being active in the area of I'm staying around the right people and I'm staying in the right places and I'm finding out more right places and I'm getting connected to more right people. And it just goes like this and it just builds and builds and builds. And by the way, while get connected to stage 3, because I'm giving you the process of how you make progress, you will never stop connecting. You shouldn't. Ever. I'm in my dream job. There's tons of connections I need to be making. And I'm very intentional about it. Connections are the currency that fund your journey of purpose. Think about it. You know, we all think about money, right? If I want to go somewhere with my family, I've got to buy a ticket to fly, or, you know, if I drive at some point, I'm buying a ticket, right? And so money, currency, is what gets me access. Connections are your currency. It is connections that get you the access to the work you were created to do. All right, so let's walk through a simple 3-part formula here that get connected is going to help you do. All right, you first have to figure out, who do I connect with? Now, in the book, The Proximity Principle, we give you 5 archetypes of people. Okay, you can check it out. All right, there's 5 specific archetypes of people. I don't have time to walk through that. But the idea is this: who are the people, whether they be in your zip code or access to them through a podcast, a book, YouTube, whatever. Who are the people that are doing what you want to do? Even if they're at the top of the industry and you go, I'd never be able to have coffee with them. Great. I never had coffee with Larry King or Bob Costas, and they taught me how to do interviews by watching them. So who's doing what I want to do? These are the type of people. Now, it doesn't even have to be industry specific. Who are some successful people? I see to get around them and glean from them. Hey, who do you know that's in my industry that I need to get around? I'm simplifying it, but if you get the book, The Proximity Principle, there's 5 specific archetypes of people. And now the places. Again, what do we mean by places? I touched on this earlier. Sometimes you may not have a connection to a direct person, but somebody says, you know what? I can get you into this conference over here. I can get you into this trade school over here. And I can make a connection here to get you into this particular place, right? Whether the place be virtual, right? An online digital place, or brick and mortar, getting around other people that do what you want to do, right? Hey, I can connect you to these guys over here at this garage. They're the best auto body guys in the place. They fabricate better than anybody else. Oh, well, great. I'll go over there. I don't know anybody, but they're going to get me in where I can start meeting people over there and hanging out with these guys. Because I want to do, eventually, my own auto body fabricating work. Whatever the situation is. So think People plus places. Who are the people that are winning in the space I want to be in? And where is the work happening that I can get involved with? And by getting in the arena, let's call it that, right? You know, if you want to meet somebody, you're single, what do? You go where single people are. That's the idea. Okay. So that's who to connect with and where to connect and then how to connect. And I just want to give you just a brief rundown on how. And again, all of this is laid out in depth in my book, The Proximity Principle, which, by the way, you get all three formats, ebook, audio, and the hard copy at kencoleman.com for $25. Okay. So understand there's a deep dive on this, but I've given you the basics. And if you just get after it, you wouldn't even need to read the book. The book walks you through and gives you more specifics. But this is simple, folks, if you get the formula. How to connect is next. And this is simple. Please don't go around walking around like a vampire. People see that coming a mile away. They know that you're just trying to get something out of them. And because many of you people don't want to be like a vampire, it makes you fearful to make the connection. But if you do it this way, it'll take the fear away because it will always come across in a positive way. And that is this. You may not have anything to offer these people, but you can offer them value. And I think it's the best thing you can offer them. And here's what I mean. All of us sit up a little taller when somebody says, hey, can I ask you some questions? I need your advice. I want to know what you think. Oh, we love that. So you start with that. I admire you. I think you have a lot to offer me. I just need to pick your brain and I want to learn from you. I want to learn how you got where you are. I want to learn what I can do to get where you are. Some areas I need to grow, some areas that I need to invest in. See, that's a whole different ballgame. And you say that, by the way, in the ask, whether it be in person or email or handwritten or whatever. Value, you're amazing. I want to be you. I think you're awesome. I want to hear from you. I want to learn from you. That's where we start. By the way, that's value to them, but it also shows hunger and humility. And you're not saying I want you to do anything for me other than give me your insight and wisdom, right? Insight's knowledge. Wisdom is, I'm going to give me some advice there. And if you lead with that, most people are going to say yes. And if you stay humble and hungry in the meeting, you write everything down and you value their time and you come prepared with questions, they're going to feel really stinking valuable. And you'll be surprised at where it leads to. And this is where it leads to connections. First, we get valuable information and wisdom. And then because you're humble and hungry and hopefully extremely thankful, right? Beforehand, in the middle, and when you leave, that's the formula. Show them value. That gives you the humility. Show them hunger, that you're sucking up everything they're throwing at you. You're a human sponge. And then show them gratitude. You do that, and people will want to connect you because they're going to go, well, that was such a great experience. I feel comfortable recommending this person to somebody else who can help them because I know how they're going to treat them. And I feel good about that. They make me feel good. They're going to make somebody else feel good. And so that's how you get connected. And let me say one more time, connections are the currency for your journey of purpose. It just is. It gets you farther, faster.